So here's a video tutorial on how you can play Endless Praise on the piano. First things first, let's review some of these chords. Hopefully you already know them. If not, here they are. We are going to be changing a lot of the chords, some of them. That's going to be easier for the most part, but there's going to be some stuff to remember. So the first chord, B minor. Second chord. Okay, let me go over the notes quick. We have a B, F sharp, on the left hand. Fingers 5 and 1, and then 1 through 5 on the right hand, B, D, F sharp. You can take a look at it and pause it too. This one we have, this is a D chord. We have a D, A, D, F sharp, A. That's the order left to right. A is A, E, A, C sharp, E. And then G is G, D, G, B, D. Okay, again, I'd like you to know these chords, but you don't have to play them for the entire song. Okay, let's see. D over F sharp. F sharp. We have F sharp, D, F sharp, A, D. Okay. And on this one on the right hand, let's switch up the fingering to 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. And then left hand, just 2 outer notes. Let's see. It looks like all. Okay. Well, let's get started with the intro. So there is kind of like a solo, if you want to call it, but everyone can play this. So here's how it goes. A little faster. So here's how we can play that. So we have B minor, right? That's our first chord. Let me open up the paper. So, oops, that's the wrong key. Let me switch that quick. Well, it turns out that I have the wrong key, so I'm just gonna have to tell you the chords. So B minor is, we're just taking out the 2 outer notes. So this is a regular B minor. We're taking out the B and the F sharp. Okay, let's take those out. You're pretty much left with the middle note on the left hand. So we have, you can play finger 1 on this just to help us with the next chord. Next chord, we're gonna do the same thing. So D. Okay, so we have regular D in the left hand, D and A, and then the middle note is regular D. Just play the middle note. That's F sharp. That can be finger 3. So B minor, D, and then A, we're doing the same thing. So middle note is C sharp on the right hand, so we're just playing that. And then left hand, or next chord is, this one's not the middle note, this is the outer note. So we have, here's G, B, or G, B, D. We're playing this note. Okay? So let's play that. Okay, get used to those real quick. Okay, once you're ready with that, what we're going to do is add the rhythm. So it goes kind of like this. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me add some jumps to that. It's a little fast. Okay, once you can do that, that's pretty much the intro and the verse, all the verses and intros. Okay, that's what you play there. And if you want to be a little more fancy, we can do this. We can add a B and a D. Okay, B and a D instead of a D. So first 2 notes instead of just the middle one. If you want to do that, that's fine. And I'm not going to go over that though. So the pre-chorus, that's the next part. We start on an A. Okay, here's an A chord. Now what we're doing in this one is we're pretty much just doing the first 2 notes on the right hand. Left hand stays the same. So we're just A, E. These are our first 2 notes. So regularly we would have A, C sharp, E, right? We're taking out that E. and we're left with A and C sharp, okay? Okay, and then, so that's our chord. Let's go to B minor. Now B minor, we're not just playing a D now. We're playing a B and a D. So the first two notes again. Okay. What I would do here is finger 1 and 2 for A on the right hand, and then you can switch to finger 1 and 3 for B minor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3. All right, and then A or G. G's the next chord. So yeah, we're switching a lot, but it's like very minor changes. Okay, the chords are switching, but it's very minor changes. Okay, so we have 1 and 3, and left hand just doing G and D normally. Notice I'm still not playing that last note. Next chord is D over F sharp. Doing the same thing again. So D over F sharp is normally like that. We're taking out that last D. Okay. And let's see, I think that's all of the chords. So now let's go over the rhythm, okay? So on the A, I'll count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pretty tricky, right? So let's go a little slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's that. Let me speed it up here. Let's go with the jump track. Minor, G. That's right. When you go from the pre-chorus to the chorus, G, 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 D over F sharp. 1, 2, 3, G, 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 G. And the chorus is actually pretty much the same. The only other chord that we're adding in there is a D, regular D, right? Regular D. We're taking out that A just to have the first two. So just be conscious of that, okay? In fact, on your paper, if you have a paper or something you can write on, for all these different parts of the song, for the verse, you can play just the middle note, and then the G is a little different, so write that. Then pre-chorus and chorus, you can say on right hand, play the first two notes of the chord. Okay. And then the chorus, the only other chord we're adding is D. And I think the rhythm's a little different. So I'll show you that real quick. So we have D over F sharp. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So it's kind of like groups of 2 and 3 if you want to think of it that way. 2 and 3 like strikes on the piano, like hits. Okay, so let's start from I'm gonna do the whole verse. I'll just do the chorus. Okay, Okay, next part of the song is the interlude, interludio if you have the Spanish paper. So that part goes G. So we have G, 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 D over F sharp. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go chord by chord. G is 3 times, so G, 2, 3, D over F sharp 2. Not 2 beats, but like two hits. 1, 2, the punches. Then we go G again. 1, 2, 3. Then A is for 2. B minor for 3. Then A for 2 again. So B minor for 3. A for 2. B minor for 3. Then D. Then you pretty much repeat. So again, slow down. Okay. So, and then the last time you do, and keep in mind this is all during a solo, so it goes. And if you want to learn the solo, stick around a little longer after I go over the breakdown, okay? So after that is done, we end with B minor. That's how it goes. So if we're playing with the drum. Then the synth will do. Okay. So let me go over the whole part. 2, ready, go. Okay. And then after that, we go on to verse 2. And verse 2 is pretty much the same as verse 1, so we're not going to go over that. Then puente, that's kind of the hard part, I would say, because we're going to do some cool things there. So the G, the first G there, we're going to play this chord. So we have like a G in the left hand, just normal G. But in the right hand, we're going to play a B minor, if you want to think of it that way. Okay. And we start out just by holding the chords. There's no rhythm at first, but I'll show you the rhythm afterwards. After you do it like one time through, there's a little something more complicated. And then the B minor is the next chord. So normally you play that, but we're gonna play an A in the left hand instead of a B minor. It's like a B minor 11 or something. Or sus2, sus4 yet. Okay. That's the first 2 chords, that's a B minor. Then we're going to go back to G. And then we have a B major in here, actually. I forgot to mention that in the chord review. So B major, just play normal B major. So we have B, F sharp, B, D sharp, F sharp. So let me go over that first part. Na 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 na. Okay, then you do it again. Okay, and these chords are really cool because they follow the melody. Oh yeah, and we actually do add an A in there. I didn't realize. So the second time through, we add an A. And you can just play normal A actually. So the second time through, te levantamos. Te damos nuestro amor. We give you of our love, love, love. Na, 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 na. Interlude Two. There's a lot of parts to this, and that's pretty much the same as the puente. So we have, well, let's finish up the puente first. That's the same. We don't have to go over that. So let's see. So the first time you just hold, right, like I just showed you. But then the second time you go. It's hard to count. Let me play with the drum. Kind of how the rhythm goes, and that's, I think, this either first or second time. Anyway, let's go over the solos quick. We only have, so the intro, pretty much everyone does the solo, right? And then let's see. Oh yeah, an interlude we have. So let me go over. Let's simplify that. We have. So soloist will do B, 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 C sharp, C sharp, F sharp, F sharp, D, C sharp, C sharp. So get comfortable with those notes. You think of it like that. If you want, block it up. We have an F sharp, B, C sharp, and a D. That's our last block, if you want to call it that. B, D, E, F sharp. And then the last time, you do that B minor. Remember how everyone does this? So you do the same thing, but just on one B. And then do octave up. So let me do that all slowly. No, 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 Remember, go to that high octave. No, no, no. Okay. And that whole time, this is what it sounds like all together. I'll play both hands. You're not playing both hands, okay? You're just gonna be playing. And then the last solo is actually the harder one, I would say, because so it's right in the puente, and we might not even do this one, but if you learn it real good, we might try it, okay? So B, C sharp, D. I'm almost certain you probably can't play this chord, but if you wanted to block it up, that's how it would be. B, C sharp, D, higher B, and you play that 1, 2, 3, 5. You might have to jump way up if your fingers don't go very far. That's the first part. B, A, F sharp, da, da, B, A, F sharp, da, F sharp, A. Then you do it again. Okay, I'm actually just gonna play that part really slow. So if you wanna follow along, I'll do that. But I'm not expecting Yeah, I'm not going to break it down further, okay? Again. Let's. Oops. The second time you end differently, okay? If you can learn that, that's awesome. And that would be Interlude Two if you were to learn that, okay? But with that said, I don't think there's anything else in this song. If you have any questions, just let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.